What about a shooter?
Welcome to Exigent Sports, guys. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. We are in the holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I always say Happy Christmas and Merry New Year. I think that's the right way to say it.
Nah.
That ain't the right way to say it?
Nah.
Well, guys, welcome in. We got a great show for you. This show is brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. New inventory every week. If you want it, they got it. Best prices, lowest payments, low down payments, only at Hopper Auto Sales. 1818 Middlebrook Pike, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37921. Or you can call 865-281-5706. Guys, great show tonight. I got Ricky Jet. I don't know why. Somebody put Jackson on my paper here. You see that? It says Jackson. That boy's name is Ricky. Ricky Jet run, Ricky run. Got his pops on deck, Dirk. I got Quan D in the building from Jefferson. And we also have our Bolo Player of the Week, Jordan Sampson, in the building. And can't forget about our high school committed Player of the Week, Brendan Hayden, your little brother.
He is.
He's going to be bigger than you.
I hope not.
Huh? But, guys, right here, right now, right on set, we have Braylon Hayden from Clinton, the Clinton Dragon, through and through. Great kid, great athlete, great student, great mannerism. Everything about you is great, son, and I thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.
Tell everybody what grade you're in.
I'm a junior.
How tall are you?
6'6".
6'6", junior. So what's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
For sure?
For sure.
Hands down?
Hands down.
Are you dunking?
Yeah.
Windmill?
Yeah.
Backwards?
Backwards all the time.
Are we doing between the legs yet?
Nah, not yet.
We working on it.
Working on that.
How's your handles as a 6'6" player?
I think if you compare me to the other 6'6" players, I think I'm better than all the other 6'6" players with handling the ball because I played a point guard most of my life. So, like.
Yeah. So you wasn't confined to the block as a big man?
Nah.
Who would you give credit to for that?
Probably my mama and my aunt Jessica.
Yeah.
She always coached me when I was growing up in rec league and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you was going to say Billy Love, your uncle.
Nah, he always had me at the 5.
He always put you at the 5?
Always.
That sucker, man. We love Billy Love. Shout out to family. How you doing, cousin? You know what? I seen something today. No, sorry, it was yesterday. I can't get the coach out. Famous college coach. I think over here in a few. And he was like, the worst thing about youth league sports is watching a kid that's taller than everybody, always on the post, and when they get to high school, they can't even dribble, right? Now you're 6'6", and you can dribble the ball.
Yeah.
Can you fire a three-pointer?
Oh, I don't, but if I could, I mean, yeah.
If it's open, you got it.
Yeah, if it's open, I'll take it.
You're going to take it?
Yeah.
Right. What is your strength in basketball?
Probably my athleticism because I jump and I'm above the rim.
Yeah. What do you want to see yourself get better at this year?
Probably my ball handling and my passes because sometimes I just pass it without looking, and it causes turnovers.
So you said ball. I thought you can handle the rock.
Yeah, but it's not as good as I want it to be.
Right, but you're better than most 6'6" kids handling that rock because they're mostly confined to the 4 and 5, right? Mm-hmm. You got a legend as a coach out there.
Yeah, Coach Locker. I love Coach Locker.
Coach Locker is a legend. He's been at it for a while. He was under his dad for a while and then took over the reins and doing a great things out there. How does he feel about you handling the ball?
He loves putting me at the 1 because I can play make. I can skid downhill. I'm faster than most of the people that guards me.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
Have you ever posterized somebody yet?
Yeah, I did last year at Gibbs.
Is that the highlight we got in the opening?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was nice.
Thank you.
How many dunks have you got this year?
This year I got 1 against University High at David Crockett in the Hardy's Classic tournament.
Nice. How many three-pointers?
No, I haven't shot one this year.
Not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, you get downhill and you can get to the basket. Why not get the easy bucket? You know what I don't like about watching NBA basketball?
What?
Everybody's shooting three-pointers.
Yeah, you got Wemby. He's 7'4". He's shooting threes. He loves shooting three ball.
Just three-pointers. Everybody's shooting three-pointers. Brick or not, they're going up and down the floor shooting bricks, right? But they're NBA players, so most of them will probably still go in. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? You got one more year of high school, and where do you see yourself as a sophomore in college? Or do you plan to go to college?
I would love to go to college and play football, though, because you can't name that many 6'6" receivers in football, but you can name a lot of 6'6" basketball players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we got the same love. My favorite sport, period, hands down, without question, you couldn't tell me nothing, was basketball, right? And I grew up in the era of Michael Jordan. Like Mike ruined my life. I wanted to play basketball where I had a future in football, right? So for you to say that knows you have common sense and the ability to make it to the next level. If you can choose any school to play football as a wide receiver at the next level, who would it be?
Probably Georgia or Oregon. I like Oregon's uniforms.
I love Oregon's uniforms. But why did you say Georgia?
I've been watching Georgia since I was born.
I just said that to mess with your mama.
I think I was born on the day Georgia beat Tennessee.
How about that? A week ago, Georgia and Tennessee was going to match up in the playoffs.
Yeah, now we play Indiana and Tennessee plays Ohio State.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to change come this Saturday?
If we lose, probably not. But if we win, yes.
Yeah, it's going to change. Yeah. Well, we have our committed player of the week, high school committed player of the week, your little brother, Brendan. What is something that you see out of him in sports?
Well, most kids his age don't think they can play at the varsity level, but he has a lot of confidence. I don't like that about him.
Yeah. Well, let's take it to the bench. Brendan Hayden, our committed high school player of the week. Hello, how you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I'm well. So when I started doing committed players of the week, Brendan, the reason why I did is because people were signing to go to college, right? You are a committed high school player of the week because you are what grade?
Freshman.
As a freshman, you can go anywhere you want to. Coming out of 8th grade, you can go anywhere. You made sure that you held the reins down and stayed with the Clinton Dragons. You are a true Clinton Dragon fan, true Clinton Dragon. Tell me why you committed to go to Clinton and you want to stick there through and through.
Because that's where my heart's always been, and I forever want to be a Dragon until I die. And I just think that's where I best fit at.
Absolutely. And you're a freshman.
Yes, sir.
What is your best attribute in sports?
I'm more athletic than most kids in my grade, and I'm more advanced because whenever I was younger, I always played with older kids. So
Yeah.
I think I'm more advanced.
Absolutely. So, and that's probably where the confidence comes, I assume. Yeah. So what is your favorite sport?
Probably football.
Probably football? I heard you was the captain of the tennis team. Is that true?
No.
Tell me what sports you play.
Basketball and football.
And football is going to be the one for you.
I think
Are you
so.
dunking yet?
Like.
Are you missing dunks?
Yeah.
Yeah. No big deal. Guess what? The first time I dunked was a freshman, but it did the toilet bowl thing. It said, and it rolled in, right? Have you got one of those?
Yes.
Hey, it counts. I got one of them when I was a freshman. Right, that's the best I got, though. Last year I seen you play in the 8th grade All-Star game, basketball game, and, son, you was phenomenal, right? I didn't expect you to pick football, but tell me why football?
'Cause I think that's more like where I can let my anger out more, and like I've always been a leader on and off the field when I'm around my friends, and like on the field I can control what we do, what time is, and like how we do.
Right. What's your favorite position in football?
Quarterback.
Absolutely. Do you plan on playing quarterback next year?
Yes, sir.
Take over the reins? What's going to be your biggest hump to get over as a quarterback as a young sophomore?
To not stress as much, and control the time on the clock.
I like that. So do you feel like you have an opportunity to play collegiate ball, staying healthy?
Try to.
Is that what you want?
Yes, sir.
Have you been to any college camps yet?
Not yet.
Do you plan to go to any this summer?
Yes, sir.
Tell me which one you would like to go to.
I'd like to start off small, like ETSU or like Knoxville, like Tennessee, something like that.
Do you have any connections in any of those places?
I have one from Carson Newman. I have one from ETSU, and I mean, there's more, but I just can't think of them.
So I tell a lot of people, once you go to these camps, make sure that you connect with the coaches. Tell them who you are, why you're here. I love to be here. This is what I want to do. So make sure you don't just go be great. Make sure you connect with those coaches. Follow them on Twitter. Ask them to follow you. Make sure you're putting your highlights together. Are you doing any of that, putting highlights together yet?
Yes, sir.
You are putting. Are you doing, or you have somebody helping you, or what?
Me and my mom and my brother.
Oh, really?
Them.
Yeah. Well, I do top 5 highlights every Wednesday. I want some of those highlights here, okay?
Yes, sir.
And put the camera on me for a second. Folks out there that's sending those highlights, guys, if you're recording like this, man, that's a great shot. But I really can't use those. So let's practice. Go ahead. Pull your phones out right now. And everybody at home, pull your phones out. Turn it landscape. This is called landscape. Let's turn those phones landscape, record, and send me those highlights, okay? We do top 5 highlights. So, Brendan, I definitely want you to send me some of those highlights, okay?
Yes, sir.
What do you plan on doing as a freshman in basketball to help contribute to your team?
When I get my chance to help them get rebounds and play more defense, because that's what I'm best at.
Yeah. Are you a better defense or offensive player in basketball?
Defense.
As a freshman or just overall?
Overall.
Do you play any freshman ball?
Yeah, we have 2 games this weekend against Gibbs and South Doyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I know I asked you, could you dunk? You said you're missing them. Is it easy for you to catch a oop, then go up and just throw it down?
Somewhat.
Somewhat? So practice with a girl's ball, right? Dunking, not shooting or dribbling, nothing. Dunking. That way you'll get used to how to throw it down. The biggest thing is just knowing how to throw it down. You can get up there, but if you don't know how to throw it down when you get up there, that's the hump that you have to get over. So practice with that, and once you get used to throwing it down, it'll be a little bit more simplistic for you when you go over to the men's ball to jump up there, because I know you can dunk. You just don't know you can dunk. You don't know how to jump the right way. Do you plan on playing track?
I thought about it this past year, but I don't know at this point.
So I suggest you think about it even harder. That's something I definitely would do if you want to continue your sports in football, but it's also going to help your jumps, right? You're going to have better hops, and you have better form. So when you learn how to control your body when you're running, that's going to give you more speed, and it also help your jumping ability. And I tell you, I know you can jump. I tell you don't know how to jump, because when I started, I didn't know how to jump. Somebody had to teach me the correct way of how to jump. So once you perfect it, things are just it's just going to start rolling for you. I see you by the time that you're a center doing windmills, right? Mm-hmm. What is your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Why?
Because I think it's the easiest one.
That's awesome. Who you want to give a shout out to out there in Clinton?
Coach Locker, Troy Thackerson, Chase Locker, my friends that's helped me get through where I am now.
Absolutely. Brendan, you was a great interview. Very mature young man. You look good on TV. The folks out there love you. Thank you for joining the show. And I want those highlights, okay?
Yes, sir.
Braylon, you got you one right there.
I do.
Right? But you know how you act in life, he'll follow that trait, right?
Yeah, I try not to do nothing like too bad in front of him, but sometimes he
a little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little brother. I know what you're talking about. I was hellion to my big brother, right? But I also wanted to follow his traits. He's doing well, right? And so I always want to be as good or better than my brother, and that helps me who I am today, right? So I always carry that mold. He'll follow you, right? And you guys can do great things together. All right, yes, guys. Hopper Auto. The show is brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. But we also got to pay some bills, so give me 120 seconds. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and VISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge. New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic ball drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I just got a phone call from a college coach looking for the Priority One Athletics Bolo Player of the Week, Jordan Samuelson. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Speak up, they want to hear you.
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm all right. Where you from?
From Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
What school do you go to?
Jefferson Middle School.
Okay, you can't rock like this. You're making me nervous.
Oh, my bad.
Look at that. Bolo Player of the Week. Shout out to Priority One Athletics for our Bolo Player of the Week, Jordan Samuelson. Priority One Athletics is an elite training program serving many in East Tennessee and around the nations. There are experience in training, grassroots all the way up to the NBA and WNBA level. Book your session online in Knoxville now, PriorityOnes.com. PriorityOnes.com. Man, congratulations, Jordan.
Thank you.
You know what BOLO means?
No.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for Jordan Samuelson, who's doing great things. I heard you was also the captain of the wrestling team.
No, I don't do wrestling.
You don't do wrestling?
No.
Tell the people what sports you play.
Play football and basketball.
That's it? Just football and basketball?
Yeah.
So, not the captain of the wrestling team?
Nah.
You don't do that? How long have you played sports, Jordan?
Since I was like 5.
5 years old?
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
That's hard. I don't know. Probably basketball. No, football. I don't know. That's a hard one.
It's a hard one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, but you've been on my show on highlights. I don't know if it was...
I did see that.
You seen that?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Dude, that catch you made in the back of the end zone. I don't care what the referee said it was.
Yeah, I know. That was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
Yeah.
And that was a phenomenal catch. Is that something that you practice?
Nah, that was just... I was just gifted. That was a crazy catch. I don't know. I just went up and grabbed it.
H-I-M, correct?
Correct.
Him.
Just
get at it.
Just get at it.
Absolutely. Just gifted. I like he said, no, I'm just gifted. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you plan on playing any sports at the next level in high school?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a long, tell me why.
I don't know. Yes.
What concerns you about moving up to high school?
I don't know. I just want to go to college and I don't know.
You think you can compete in high school?
Yeah. I think I could compete. Yeah.
What school? What high school do you want to go to?
Like, I don't know. Probably I want to go to like Catholic or Oak Ridge or Catholic Oak Ridge or Clinton too. Catholic Clinton Oak Ridge.
Yeah,
them three.
As an 8th grader, as a rising freshman, you know you go anywhere you want to go. But as soon as you land, that's when your clock starts ticking. You got 4 years there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to transfer out. So whatever decision you make sure it's the best decision for you, right?
Yes, sir.
And don't just go for sports. Make sure the academics is going to fit you, right? Because if you go Catholic, Clinton, Oak Ridge, and you're not matching the academics, you don't have athletics. You understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite subject in school?
Probably like social studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a social studies teacher when you get older.
Nah, I don't know about all that. Nah.
But you're doing well in social studies, I assume. Yeah. What is it about social studies that gravitates you in school?
Well, no, I just experience places that what they been through and just stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I just like just hearing stuff like that. I just like experience stuff like that.
Yeah. I like that. Well, that's really good. What is your biggest fear, Jordan?
My biggest fear, I don't know, dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I'm being real, like, dying,
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, keep faith in God, big guy.
Yeah.
Right? At least you know you're going somewhere great.
Yes, sir.
If it do happen. Everybody got to go at some point.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
My biggest fear is to see somebody I've coached not succeed in life, not sports, in life. Life is challenging. It's hard. It's going to give you all kind of rocks thrown at you, people stomping on you when you're down, talking about you behind your back, hard for you to get jobs, make the right income, support your family. Like, life can do that to you.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest fear, is to see somebody I've coached like Jordan Samuelson not make it in life. So through and through, make sure you get your grades right, make it to the next level, right? Even if you're not going to college to play sports, do something in a trade area, do something that you can take care of yourself first and your family, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's my biggest fear.
Yes,
I want to
sir.
make sure that I can make an impact on everybody that I've encountered, and you're one of them. You're a special kid with a special talent. You're gifted, as you said, HIM, right?
Yeah.
Don't let it give you the big head. Let it keep you humble, like T. Higgins, and take it to the next level.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You got a teammate here on the bench. Who is it?
Quan Davis Watson.
Quan Davis Watson. Let's take it to the bench. Quan D, tell me something slick so I can slide.
I don't got nothing to tell you if I'm being honest.
How you doing today, sir?
Doing good.
What grade are you in?
7th.
You only in 7th grade?
Mm-hmm.
What sports do you play?
Football, basketball.
I heard you was the captain of the swim team.
No, I don't do none of that.
You don't do none of that?
No,
What's your favorite sport?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nah.
If you could only pick one, what would you play?
I don't know. Probably basketball.
Probably basketball. Tell me why.
I just been playing basketball longer. And I
Yeah.
have more experience.
Yeah. Your brother always asked on the show, if you had a superpower, what would it be? If you had a superpower, would it be speed or strength?
Probably speed.
Speed?
Yeah.
Because you got strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What position you play in basketball?
The small forward.
Small forward. Who's been your favorite coach of all time since you've been playing as a kid?
Basketball, football.
Either one.
For basketball, I'm gonna have to say Joffrey. And then, like, for football, probably Debo.
Yeah. You know what, Quan D? I knew you were going to say both of those names.
No, you didn't.
I did. Joffrey was my favorite coach for you guys, and Debo has been the most rewarding coach for you guys, hands down, right?
Yes,
That's respect out there. Joffrey Lee, my brother Debo, you guys do a great job. Continue what you're doing for the community and these kids. Blessings to you. So, Kwandi, let me ask you something. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. Can you do math problems pretty fast?
Sometimes. Depends on it.
Yeah. How important is school to you?
Very important.
Yeah. And right now you're playing basketball at Jefferson, that's correct?
Yes, sir.
And your coach is Coach Ted Mitchell, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Next time you see him, call him Coach DiBiase.
Who?
DiBiase. Say it with me, DiBiase.
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 DiBiase. Call him Coach DiBiase next time you see him. How's it playing for Coach Ted?
It feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big things going on over there at Jefferson?
Not too big, but yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah. He's building a good culture, I suppose.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. You got one more year, man. Next year you'll be the senior in middle school, pretty much, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you plan to do this year to prepare yourself for next year?
Really work on conditioning and stuff and improving my defense.
Conditioning and defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, Kwandi, I've been a fan of you since day one. I think you got a great future ahead of you. You're a young man. You got a great class with you. Those 7th graders are pretty tough. So you guys see you guys being good in both basketball and football next year. Make sure you keep your grades up, right?
Yes, sir.
And every chance you get, play your brother one-on-one in basketball.
I got you.
Every chance you get, because he's a general. And iron sharpens iron. You can only get better, all right?
Yes, sir.
Kwandi, thank you for joining the show. Guys, this show today is brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. Come see why we are the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in East Tennessee. Hopper Auto Sales wants to help everyone get into a vehicle that they absolutely love. They go above and beyond for everyone that comes across their doors. All right, so make sure you get to Hopper Auto Sales. That's 1818 Middlebrook Pike in Knoxville, Tennessee, 37921, or you can call 865-281-5706. We got to take a commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This holiday season, enjoy a fun and festive ice skating rink courtesy of the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge at the entrance of the Oak Ridge High School at the tennis courts from December 21st to January the 1st. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Giving you a chance to skate with your family and friends all day. Adults $15 and kids under 12 $10 with a $3 discount if you have your own skates. Come make memories on the ice. A perfect holiday outing for all ages. Brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. For more information, go to fmcor.org. fmcor.org.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
S.L. Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Hopper Auto Sales, Exigent Sports. Hey, guys, this show is brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. New banks and lenders for everyone. First-time buyers program, 4.99% interest rate, lower than anyone. Cash deals welcome at all time. All trades are welcome. 6 months on the job, 6 months residencies. Driver's license or ID. That means you ain't got to have a driver's license. Driver's license or ID, right? Minimum down payment. And you can always ask them about the zero down payment. It has to have a 650 credit score, and they can do what they can do to help you. Shout out to Hopper Auto Sales, 1818 Middlebrook Pike, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37921. Or you can call 865-281-5706.
It's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal at all. 1818 Middlebrook Pike. 1818 Middlebrook. See, that's such a good deal. The mic drop, baby. Such a good deal, the mic drop. I like that. Hey, Dirk Jet, welcome to the show.
Thank you, buddy.
Exigent Sports. You've been on the Friday night scoreboard, sponsored by the free medical clinic all football season long. Found your way in there.
Yeah.
Got comfortable. Now you're on Exigent Sports with your boy.
Yeah.
101. By the way, I'm Coach DJ, but that's the real DJ, Derek Jett. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, man. How long have you been coaching, Derek?
Oh, wow. I ain't coaching probably a year or so, but I coached 5, 6-year-olds for about 8 years in all 3 sports. Mm-hmm. Coach Jackson. Coached 7, 8-year-olds a couple of years. Gave it up, went to be the football director, athletic director. Then, you know how the itching comes around. You know, you had to come back and coach. I coached 7, 8-year-olds again. It's probably a good 15 years.
Yeah.
All total.
Why? Why did you decide to coach?
Well, my brother talked to me and asked me if I wanted to help him. And, of course, my nephew Carter Jett played. And I was like, well, yeah, we'll try it and give back to the community. And then I got to thinking. They said, well, if you get to be the head coach, they don't really. You get your job until you want it, until you don't want it no more. And I thought, Jackson, Ricky, however you want to call it, was 2, maybe 2 years old, and I was like, you know what? That head coaching job comes up, I'm gonna get that. Cause then that's just gonna be a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I told him me and Brent went and partners, and then the next year he didn't get it, so I took it.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
You don't get paid to coach Little League. It's a volunteer job. Right? What did you get out of it?
Well, the friendships, relationships, not only with the kids that, I still got them come up to me. The other night, the high school football game at Oak Ridge kids coming up. Hey, Coach, ain't seen you in a while. The referees, I've become a lot of friends with 3/4 of those, and then the other communities, I've met people, like, let's just say for Union County the other day, we were at Cracker Barrel, and I heard a guy say, Jet. I turned around and there's Blake Morris from Union County. You remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he coached at Horace Maynard, football, whatever.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
This is friendships.
Right. For a long time, I've tried to tell the story. I don't think I've ever told it right. I've tried to tell the story about why I call your son Ricky.
Yeah.
Right? And now I have you on my show because he's been on Top 5 Highlights probably 5 times or more. He's that guy. And I've tried to explain time and time again. I probably say it wrong every time. Tell the people the story of why I call your boy Ricky.
Yeah. Well, it's a long one, but of course, whenever we were at the doctor's office, they said it's a boy. And at first I was like, bingo. Bingo's his name. I nailed it, because his mother said, we're only going to only want one.
Yeah.
And, if anything happens, we have more, but whatever. But
Bingo Jet.
I said, bingo. She said, that's a boy. I said, all right. So then I started thinking, what's going to sound good on the scoreboard on the Friday night
PA announcer.
Yeah, PA announcers. Yeah. What's going to happen here? So I went through all of them, and then this name. Then I thought, Ricky sounds good. Mama said, nah. No. But it ran good, and it's been an ongoing joke ever since you got the hold of it, But and it fits, because what's wild about it is that some people see him out and they're like, "That's Ricky."
Yeah.
Just from what it's carried on.
How about it?
Yeah.
Mama didn't accept it, but it still came.
Yeah.
Mama likes it now, don't she?
Yeah, it's
Mama
fun.
don't mind it now.
Yeah.
It ain't on the birth certificate, so it don't matter.
Us Jets, it don't matter what what our first name is, you're gonna be called Jet.
That's right.
You walk in a room and you say Jet, and all of us turn our heads.
Perfect name, man.
Yeah.
Jackson Jet, a stellar kid, man, and you've been in his life every step of the way through his sports: basketball, football, baseball. I heard he played a little soccer.
Yeah. No.
He didn't play soccer?
No, we leave that alone. No offense to soccer players,
but he has feet like he plays soccer.
Yeah, he does have feet like he does.
Yeah, so you played ball when you was little. What was your experience like in Little League?
It was a whole lot, and I'm going to lie, I'm not going to take nothing away from it. It was a little bit rougher than what the kids got nowadays.
Yeah.
We got disciplined a little bit harder, and that's one thing going into being a coach. You had to transition, or you wasn't gonna make it.
Right.
These kids, they found out like we didn't know. I thought coach was gonna eat me.
Yeah.
I thought, man, my dad would be. As soon as they start yelling at you, my dad, get him, coach.
Yeah, that's right.
It was fun. Nowadays
right.
it's kind of more like you got to watch what you do. But
right.
I just, I've always thought everybody, my favorite position in high school football, and it might be because it's the only one I played for a little while, was wedge buster.
Yeah.
You don't even have that anymore.
Right.
I love to run down the field and just fly into somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's legal.
Yeah.
It ain't no more. And I missed the ball in the ring. I remember you remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you didn't want to be the ball in the ring, but you sure wanted to be the one coming in that ring. You remember?
Heck yeah,
These kids don't know that stuff.
Heck yeah,
I mean, it taught me. I mean, I had some great coaches. At Edward Jackson, Thomas Tinker, Howard Stinnett. I mean, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Some real respectable guys that I still, when I see them, hey, coach.
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to do a job, change out heat and air system, and they said, where are you going? I said, this is his house over here in Oak Ridge. We pulled in and that. Oh, wait, we're at Edward Jackson's house,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to see him,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I've always had a lot of respect for him.
That's what's up. And it takes you a long way from there to where you are now. And now you have one playing. And we got him over on the bench.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the bench. Man, they spelled your name wrong, Ricky. How you doing, Jackson?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you for joining the show. Oliver Springs athlete. You are one of Oliver Springs' finest, man. What is your favorite sport?
Football.
Absolutely,
100%.
hands down football.
100%.
We've talked about this before. I've had you on one of my podcasts before, and you play other sports because you love your brothers and all that. What is fun about basketball for you?
I like taking charges. I
Yeah.
mean, in football, I like to avoid the hit, but in basketball, I like to take the hit.
Imagine
I like to
that.
sit down and take a charge. It's just a good feeling, honestly.
So I looked at the stats, and they have, high school United States charges. You are number one. You lead that in the whole United States of America. Nobody has more charges, for them than you do. What in the world gave you that attribute to say I'm taking one for the team?
Well, I'm not really much of a scorer, as you know. I mean, I can make a clutch shot if it happens, but I'm not much of a scorer, so I figured I needed to help the team somehow. And one time, somebody drove down the lane, hit me, and I just went, ooh. made a loud noise and just flopped backwards, and he called it a charge. And I was like, well, that's pretty easy. So I just start taking those more often, and it works. I love when they get mad when I take it, too.
Well, you say you're not much of a scorer. I heard you put up about 10 points in like 4 minutes in Oakdale the other night. Is that true?
Yeah, I had a 3 and a layup, and actually before the 3, I threw the layup off the top of the goal. And then I made the 3, so I made up for it, but a few free throws.
How are you shooting free throws, man?
I'm way better than last year. I'm actually hitting them this year.
3-4 last night.
Yeah, so season came to an end for you in football, and then you're over there playing basketball with Lance Jones. What's it like playing for Coach Jones?
It's a roller coaster, honestly. I mean, he's a great coach. He knows what he's talking about. He's fun. He'll let you have fun, but when it's time to be serious, you got to be serious.
Yeah.
And, I mean, me and Ethan's best friends, so I got, like, a personal connection with Coach Jones, and it's fun playing for him. I love him.
What's the worst part about it?
Sometimes he gets mad, and when he gets mad, he gets really mad. The other day, we had a morning practice. He kicked us out and said, I'll see y'all Monday. Ethan said, I thought we had practice Sunday. He said, I'll see y'all Monday.
Hey, that's the way we was coached growing up.
Yeah. That's
hardcore, serious.
Yeah.
You know, we want to win. Right?
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Coach Jones a lot is he does it like they used to.
Yeah.
And he don't care.
Old school.
Yeah.
But you know what's great about Oliver Springs is the parents accept it.
Yeah.
Right? You better not dare do that anywhere, you know, outside a close-knit community.
Right.
But that's pretty awesome. So do you have any plans, Ricky, to play at the next level?
I really, like, my freshman and sophomore year, I didn't really want to. And then my sister put me onto this NCSA. You know what that is?
I do.
I had a guy call me today talking about it, and it makes me want to try hard, get in the weight room, send some tapes out there, and actually try to go play at the next level.
Do you have any film out now?
I mean, I got it on Twitter and Huddle, but I haven't really sent them to coaches, but I'm going to start doing that soon.
Send them to me, too. I'll send them where I know, okay?
Thank you.
I don't have a lot of connections, but the few I do know, I will send them out for you, so make sure you send them to me.
Yeah, I made a count, too.
Yeah, and I probably got a lot of them already, so. But get the official ones and make sure you send them to me. Do you do any social media?
Yeah, I got mostly all of them: Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram.
Yeah. So social media can get you famous, pretty much, right? So make sure you use it the right way, right? Coaches will absolutely see that, love that. You start getting followers, you start getting offers and stuff like that. Coaches are going to start following you, start getting offers and stuff like that. So make sure you use your social media in the right way, and it can help you. Also, make sure that you get into some camps this year. Me and your dad has talked about it for the past couple of years, missed the ball on each round there. But one thing I'm not going to do with, my sophomore is do 7 versus 7. I'm not going to do that this year, but I am going to make it a point to make it to the camps and maybe do 7 versus 7 at those camps in front of colleges, college coaches. That's going to be very important. So let's lock in, let's get us together, right? Set some dates you can make, and let's get to some of those camps because you have what it takes to make it to the next level.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, listen, you played with LaDainian for a long time, and LaDainian has got some good looks. I don't share on Facebook, but he has a lot of camp invites, right? Academic college stuff, right? He has a lot of colleges looking at him, inviting him to camps, game day invites. He's got a lot of that. You have skills, son, that you deserve all of that. And if I can help you do it, let's get to it. All right. What you want to tell your folks back there in Oliver Springs?
I want to tell my football people, let's look forward to next year. Sucks for the seniors, but next year could be something special. We returned to every single one of our backs. Jaquan, Liam's still my quarterback no matter what.
That's right.
We got Ian Hammock, he replaces Mason. And then basketball, I think it's state or bust this year, in my opinion. I think we got the team to do it. We have shooters. Gavin Johnson, he helps a lot. Zachary Hamby, he helps a lot. Ethan can shoot it. Jaquan with the height and me with the defense. We just got a good starting five, and I think it's state or bust this year, in my opinion.
I love it. Well, I'm rooting for you. You know I am. couple football games I went to, you lost, so hopefully that don't turn around like that in basketball. We have to support you guys, that's for sure. Hey, guys, this show is brought to you by Harper Auto Sales. Know before you go. Get approved at hopperautosales.com/apply-online. You can visit their inventory there, but it's hopperautosales.com, the #1 fastest growing pre-owned dealership in East Tennessee.
Wow.
Yeah. #1 fastest growing.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Absolutely. You should.
We're seeing folks that way.
He was working for a car company for many years, and he was like just the face of it, but he was just an employee. He took his face and his skills and everything that he learned and maybe had 5 or 6 cars, bought his own little place, brought a few cars in. Now new cars coming in every week.
Yeah, that's good.
And they're getting you approved. They're getting you out there in nice vehicles, not limited.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
People just make mistakes, man, but you can help them out a little bit, you know, put a little money down, and you walk out with what you want.
Yeah, nice vehicles.
You got to have good credit, but if not, you know, and that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
Hopper Auto Sales. Make sure you go 1818 Middlebrook Pike. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge. New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at AK Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman one-of-a-kind atomic bomb drop at midnight. For more information, go to fncor.org.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Welcome back to Exigent Sports, brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. New inventory every week. You want it? We got it. Best prices, lowest payments, lowest down payments. Only at Hopper Auto Sales at 1818 Middlebrook Pike. That's in Knoxville, Tennessee, 379-21. Or you can call 865-281-5706. Shout out to Hopper Auto Sales. Guys, this is finna get into the best part of the show. That's what everybody come for right here.
Right.
Right, and we're going to jump Let's see. I think we're going to get straight into the top 5 highlights. Let's go to the top 5 highlights that's brought to you by Marcus Underwood. Yeah, it's Shelter Insurance. Thank you, Marcus Underwood. And Landon Hart. Y'all know that guy, don't you? Mm-hmm. Big guy from Harriman, Tennessee. I believe he's a sophomore. So he has 2 more years out there at Harriman. He makes a big impact, and that kid is like 6'4" now. Big old boy, always doing great things. He's came a long way, but he loves the sport. Look at him. Look at him. Doing his job. Doing his job, making sure that they're taking care of business. And that craze boy, man, senior, he's going to play in the rivalry, rivalry playoffs, the rivalry showcase, where they got the best kids out of Tennessee coming out there, East Tennessee, that is, Knoxville versus everybody else in East Tennessee. So excited to see what he does. Hopefully he can get him a good shot out there to play some college football. He definitely deserves it. Great kid. Great kid. Shout out to Landon Hart. Look at him, still doing his thing. That almost looked like a replay there. He's doing so good. He does. That's what they call consistent. Number 4. Who is that? You gotta be kidding me. They keep spelling the kid's name wrong. It's Ricky Jet. Give us a rundown right here, Ricky. What's going on?
This play, it's I'm at the 2, so it's jet sweep right. And I know I got Cole in front of me, so automatic touchdown.
Somebody's on the ground there. I think they call that ankles.
Yeah.
Definitely. Look, he's still on the ground. Number three, we have Ryan Gibson. Man, Ryan Gibson, that kid, he is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. This kid is really good. He came to the show a few weeks ago. He's a running back, stout running back, real strong. Seymour area, I want to say. And came all the way out here to do the show with me. He got some good food and didn't bring me any. I was upset about that, but at least he came to the show. But look at him. He is a dandy. He gives me vibes of Mason Day. He's thick like Cole Jackson, but he's quick and swift on his feet like Ricky Jet, right? I think this kid has a huge future in football. Shout out to that kid, man. He's really good. Like I said, come from the Seymour area.
Making Seymour on the map.
Yeah, absolutely.
You hear something out of them every once in a while, but you keep an eye on that.
Yeah, keep an eye on him. Great kid. And here goes the Mavs. Hook 'em, Trent Strickland, underrated. This man is a bad mamma jamma. Check this play out. You're not gonna believe what happens here. No, that's not the one. That's just what Trent Strickland does. But I think this is the one I'm talking about. He's going down. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men on him. He got him for sure. He got him. No. Touchdown. Trent Strickland. Go Mavs. Man, they got knocked. Look at that interception. Both ways. Just a great athlete. Got knocked out by Macon County in a very, very tough. Did you see their highlights, that back and forth game?
Man, that game was something else.
That game was something else. Trent Strickland, Anderson County Maverick. And number 1, we have, back to AC, the one, the only, the Mr. Football candidate, Waylon LaRue. 4A football running back Waylon LaRue just makes a way out of no way. The kid is fast. He is swift. And I tell everybody, Jet got oil on him. I think he borrowed some of that Ricky Jet oil because the kid is slippery. He gets through and through. Good block right there. Let him walk right on the end zone.
And he was patient.
Oh, yeah.
Waited his turn.
Absolutely.
That's what I like.
Absolutely.
And, hey, like you said, committed.
He's fast, too.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He can move. That man can scoop. That man can scoop. Hey, guys, the top 5 highlights. This is LaRue, but they're brought to you by Marcus Underwood at Shelton Insurance. Ask for Marcus Underwood about Shelton's auto, home, and life options. That's 865-691-4111. Find out how Marcus Underwood can help you with your auto, home, and life needs. You can reach out. That's 865-691-4111. Make sure you ask for Marcus Underwood about Shelter's Life Options. All right? That's 106 Sherray Road. And Top 5 Highlights was brought to you by Marcus Underwood at Shelter Insurance. How about Top 5?
That was nice. I got to sit there watching, moving.
Yeah, absolutely. then did they get them in order right? Was that a good 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, I'll give them credit.
You give them
I'd
credit?
put myself on, but that's just it's just me. But I'll give everybody else credit. They did good. They did good.
You must be Derek. So.
All the way.
I love it. Well, guys, we have to move forward, and we're going to our favorite part of the show at this point, and it's called the Word of the Day. Let me get a drum roll, guys. Word of the day. The word of the day is approbation. Approbation. Approbation is the word of the day. It is a formal word that refers to a phrase of approval or approval. And that's brought to you by Movement Mortgage. Now, I like to use that in a sentence real quick there. The Macon County football team has even received their approbation of its former critics. Means they got the approval. And they stamped their way into the state championship. They haven't been, known to be the best team out there, but they are rolling. They have some great kids, and they have the approbation even from their former critics, and they made it all the way in. And, again, that's brought to you by Movement Mortgage. Movement Mortgage. And I want you to give a shout. I want to give a shout out to my guy, Darren Osborne. Darren Osborne at Movement Mortgage exists and love the value of people. They do impact. They're impact lenders and give 40 to 50% off all profits that make an impact on the communities, which is awesome. For us, the purpose for people have always come before profit, and while we're the first impact lender, we hope we're not the only one. Located at 114 Lover Road, Suite 102 in Knoxville, Tennessee, you can contact Darren Osborne at www.closewithoz.com, an equal house lender. Thank you, Movement Mortgage, for our word of the day. How about that, guys?
Well, I'll tell you what else Macon County is getting approved on. Some brand new goalposts.
They got approbation for a brand new goalpost.
I was wondering if I could say that word.
Approbation. Yeah, they're definitely going to, and that's not going to come cheap, but you know what? First time going to the state championship.
I'd pay for both of them in Oliver Springs if we was going to state championship.
Absolutely.
Tear them down.
Tear them down.
Yeah.
I think it was worth it. Shout out to them. I wonder if they talk about that in school, or was it something they just planned in the stands if they beat them, right?
Yeah, that thing has to be part of that in a trophy case, right underneath the whatever award they get for this year. If they win a state goal ball, a piece of the goalpost.
It needs to be right there.
It has to be in there.
I wonder where they put that daggone goalpost.
I don't know. Remember, I told you to throw it in a pond out there making it.
I tell you what, that pond was freezing cold if they did, because it was cold that night. And do you know that at 4:30, the stadium was packed? I mean, loaded. Nowhere to park, nowhere to sit. At 4:30, game started at 7 o'clock.
They were ready.
They was ready to go, loaded. And that's culture. That's tradition. And that's people supporting their community. And it was at least 3 broadcast stations there.
Right.
At least 3.
I don't want to take away from Anderson County because we love our folks up there, but shout out to them. If we be there at 4:30, 3 things of TV out there, I mean, it was big for them.
It was huge.
Yeah, that's good for them.
That was absolutely huge. Hey, what's our game of the week? What's a good game this week?
Football or
basketball?
You got Cosby and Oliver Springs tomorrow.
Cosby and Oliver Springs, guys. That's our game of the week. Guys, this show was brought to you by Hopper Auto Sales. New inventory every week. Best prices, low payments, low down payments. Only at Hopper Auto Sales, 1818 Middlebrook Pike. Want to give a shout out to all my sponsors. Movement Mortgage, Marcus Underwood at Shelter Insurance, Hopper Auto Sales. Look at that. My man, I appreciate all you did for the top 5 highlights and Priority 1 Athletics. We really appreciate Priority 1 Athletics, man. And so, guys, you keep supporting. Thank you guys out there. If you're here, go ahead and make someone aware. Please share. Until next week, have a blessed day.